Hello, everybody. Welcome back to What's Happening. My name is Z Garcia. I'm right here. I'm escaping. Uh, Today I'm gonna be taking a look at Barrage, and by that I mean I'm gonna be fumbling it. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. I've gone through all the tutorials. I've played a little bit. I'll do the best I can. Before I go much farther, let's make sure you can see me, you can hear me, all that jazz. It looks like you can. I'm going to go into the menu here for the game. I'm going to turn up that, and I'm going to turn up that. I will confirm that. Okay. All right, good to see you guys. So for those of you that have played Barrage, you'll know it is a thinky worker placement game in which you are trying to generate energy. Like I said, I've sort of fumbled my way through the tutorial, but I'm happy to take any and all input as far as good ideas, how to learn, okay? So we're going to go over here to new game. I'm going to start a new game with count them, two AI opponents. And I'm going to be playing on this board here, the Alps, which I'm guessing is the standard board. So here we go. We're going to create a game now. The reason my face is where it is, you'll notice in 1 second, is because where I am is sort of some small dead space on the board. It's about the only place I could put my footage and let you see the rest of the board. You'll see in 1 second. So I'm picking a character that I will represent my faction, if you would. So I could be Enrico Olivi here. After you performed a production action, gain 3 additional energy units. Okay, so if I make energy, I make more energy. And then this one, if you perform a production action, you can perform a second production action using another powerhouse. I don't think I'm good enough for that, so I'm taking this one, and I am going to take that one. I will confirm that selection. And now that we've all taken, boom, we are now in the game proper, and I'll do the best I can to try to explain what's going on. Okay, that bell means it's my turn. And here are my options. So, it's a worker placement game, like I said. This is mainly right here. This area is my worker placement options. I am trying to build machinery to harness energy from the water. So I'm building dams. I am, generating energy with that. My possible builds are going to be dams, elevation on the dams to stop more water, I believe. The conduit here, I'm not sure I understand what the conduits do, and then the powerhouses that are going to generate the energy. These things are going to cost me concrete mixers and these cranes or whatever they are, excavators. That's it. So concrete mixers and excavators are the cost. I have workers, engineers. I have credits, i.e. money, and I am good to go. Okay. So let's see if we can't build something, all right? Yeah. Let's build this. It's going to cost me a worker. So basically what I'm doing is sending a worker here to this region. I'm doing this, really. And these spots, I do not compete with other players for those. This is my own area. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy that there. It's going to cost me 3 machinery. This token, which is the one that lets me build dams, is going to go into this wheel right here and count down until I get it back. I basically won't be able to do this again unless I give myself a new tile that does that thing. And in fact, that might be an interesting idea. Let me see. Do I have enough credits? I do have enough credits. What's this one do? All right, I like that. I might take this. I'm going to take an advanced technology for myself. It's going to cost me 5 credits. I'm going to do that. That'll be my first turn. And then I end my turn down here. Okay. I'm going to build this one. I'll confirm that. It's coming out. Whoop, it's going there. Boom, and I get a water right there because of that special ability. All right, sweet. That's my turn. The one part I'm not sure I remember, and I don't remember if I understood, was this these conduits. I think they're like multipliers for the energy. I forget exactly what they're meant to represent. I'm going to build this right there. There we go. It comes out. It goes there. I will end my turn. That player just made some energy and they move up on the track across the top. Okay, that's going to be me. I do not have enough for this. I do have an ability from this Jill McDowell who lets me pay the, instead of excavators, I can pay the concrete mixers, but I don't have enough. I would need 4 of those, and I only have 2. So what I could do, no, I don't have enough money either. So I can't quite do that. Uh-huh. I don't have very much money. Going through the areas here, this one at the top is the one that's actually going to generate energy. But I don't have anywhere I can do that yet. This is going to move water, put out new water at the top, or move it down. This is going to get me money. I can send workers here for money. The workshop here is going to accelerate this wheel turning. And then the machinery shop here is going to give me those excavators and concrete mixers and so on. I don't have enough money, however. I need 2 to get 1. So I guess I'm going to the bank. I don't know any better. All right, let's see here. So Mikhail is saying conduits are needed to get water through the line to your power plant. Okay. And that's what these lines are for. I need it to be connected, though, basically from here to, say, there. That one's the cheapest because it's green, right? If I'm not mistaken. Maybe? Let me see. This one here would be there. That's very costly. This one here is pretty costly. Those are the only three that go there. So maybe I can do this. Yes. I'm gonna do that. See if I can make something happen here. I have 4 engineers left. This is already taken. I'm gonna go here. How does this work? How does this work? It doesn't look like I'm making anything. Okay, so I can't do that. All right, I am going to... I'm gonna send a worker there. I'm gonna move the wheel along so I can get back my things sooner. I will end my turn. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, I guess I have a hard time seeing where the water ties to what dam. I'm like, maybe if I saw it in person, it would make a little more sense. But it's not super obvious which one the dam is, for one thing. I know this is a dam, but where's the water for collect? Over here in front of that? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to send the rest of my workers there. I'm going to confirm that, and that's basically going to end this whole round. During which I did very badly, by the way. I did not make any energy. Okay, so here comes the water. It goes down the thingy. And then it collects right there in front of that. Okay, I did the worst. I made no energy. So I lose 3 points. I get 3 credits. And the other players made some points here. This is a new turn order based on how badly you're doing, i.e. I'm first. We will confirm that. And I will get better for the next round. This one's definitely one I am trying to wrap my head around, the whole water management, how it stops, how the 3 pieces of technology work together to make energy. I'm not sure I grasp that quite yet. All right, so here we go. So basically what you're telling me is there should be water up here so that it'll flow down here and so that it gets trapped right there. And then I can juice it from here with this. Okay. Well, then what I'll do is I'm going to activate this, where I choose one head stream on the map, put a water there, and it'll flow immediately. See if I've got this correctly. There we go. Done. And now blue is going to take that water and use it because they're jerks. I should have seen that coming. Okay. We're learning. All right. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Hmm. Okay. What about if I do 2 water up here and they just move down next turn? How about that? Okay, he got a special ability. That's going to be me. This one lets me build a conduit, and then when I use that tag, I gain a number of credits equal to the production value of the conduit you just built. That sounds really good. Can I afford that? Yes, I can. I'm going to take that. I will end my turn. All right, people are producing energy over here. Someday I'll make energy too. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. I have no goodies. Okay. Then instead I will... Nope. I am going to do that. All right. Make some of that machinery. These guys are killing it, making things, building out the map, doing all sorts of stuff, getting new contracts. I haven't even made one contract. I have no money. I have no goodies. I'm going to the bank again. And I'm going to spend the rest of my guys at the bank, which you don't have to do. I'm just doing that because, you know, again, the first game, I'm just like, what is happening? So I will pass from here on out. Okay. So now here's the thing. Across the top here, the game lasts 5 rounds. And every round, the game kind of expects you to do better than the last one. So if you're in here somewhere in the first few here, the first 6 basically, for the first round, you'll get some sort of bonuses. And then it resets you at the end of the round. Then it expects you to be somewhere past the first 2. And then the first 3, and so on. If you are behind, you'll take penalties for that. So let me see if I can figure out where these players are. Yeah, so green player, who is, I'm assuming this player here in the lead, they're up to 17. And so they're getting bonuses for various things they passed. They passed this, so they're scoring bonuses. And then they passed this 6 right here, so they're getting victory points for that. They made it up to there. This player made it up to here, so they are getting, I think that's where they are, 2 points, it looks like, and a little bit of money. Anyway, I'm way back here, so I'm losing victory points is what's going on. Now you'll see that this bonus over here is going to become a penalty because it's behind where we should be for the next round. We got all our workers back. There you go. That became a penalty of 4 points now. And it's my turn. So I am going to Produce energy. This should work, I think. And I'm going to do it right here, where I happen to have both things I need. There's water trapped there because of this dam. And I have a conduit, and I have a, what are they called? No, I have a powerhouse and a conduit. It's just tricky to see because the conduit is the thing that needs to be where the water is trapped, and then it needs a line that connects it to one of your powerhouses. So you'll see this one has a green line that goes whoop, to this whole area. I could have built in there. This one has a yellow sort of line that goes to here. The lines have varying values. The green's the worst. Then that would be a ×2 multiplier. Not great. ×3 multiplier here. Then there's an orange, which is a ×4, and then a yellow, I guess? No, red, which is a ×5, which is, you know, a lot of energy you're making, ideally. All right, so I'm selecting this area. I'm making, what am I doing here? So 2 + 2, and the +2 here. So I'm making 2. It's 1 water I'm consuming. I don't know why I can't make 2 water, but okay. There we go. Yeah, I can do it. So I'm consuming both water at 2 points apiece. That's 4. You see that right here. And I'm adding a bonus of 2 points because of my action selection here. It says energy +2. So I'm just getting a bonus of 2. And so I'm making 6. Then I can choose a contract to fulfill. I'm fulfilling this contract, which says if you made at least 3 energy, then I am getting 2 credits, the money. And then this means I get 2 more energy, I don't know. Plus my own character here, Enrico Olivi, means that after I do a production, which I'm doing now, I'm going to get 3 more. So I should get 8, 9, 10, 11. I should be shooting up here to 11. Let's find out. I will end my turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from Enrico. No, what's up, bro? Oh, this is locked. I need to build my 3rd powerhouse to unlock him. Now I know. But anyway, now I'm actually in the game here. I'm making some points. All right. I want to claim a bonus. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go over here, send a worker there, and get one of these available contracts. I will do that one, and I will confirm that selection. I want to have one of those available to me. I can have up to 3, so that when I generate energy, I can get a bonus. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to generate that. Oh, I always forget to end my turn. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Oh. All right, so here is what I'm going to do. There's water here. I could put a conduit there. I can't really. And then some energy, a powerhouse there. I'd be competing with green for that. I don't love that. I think I'm going to try to make something right here happen. So ta-da. Right there. Hopefully I'll trap some water right there and I can start making something happen. You'll see also, I'm not really keeping up with this very much, but over here in this area, I have bonuses. As I build things, I'll get bonuses. So for example, my next powerhouse comes with a permanent +1 power. So every time I generate power, I get +1 as a bonus. Okay, this is going to cost me 4 concrete mixers. I do not have that. I am not even close to having that. I do have the money to rotate this. And I can also put some water up here, so I'm going to do that. Come on. Where are you? There you are. There we go. One thing I'm stuck with for sure is not rotating this enough because I'm not getting my bonuses back, my ability to build back, I should say. All right. I'm going to do that right now. In fact, I'm going to send 2 workers here. Oh, did somebody already take that one? Bunch of butts. I don't want that. It's too expensive. It would be good. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. What is this over here? Am I getting that? So this is going to let me rotate my wheel several times. I'll do that. It cost me 5, what are they called? Credits? Credits? Let's try it. Boom. Boom. Okay, that's what I've been missing. When these things come off the wheel, I get construction materials. That's what I haven't been putting together. I'm like, man, this is, you know, the excavators and the concrete mixers. It's just, how do I get these things? When they come off the wheel, I get them. Now, everything makes sense. That means that I'm allowed to... Ooh, what do I want to do? Why can't I do that? Oh, I'm still in a previous turn? Is that what's going on? I am so bad at that. Okay. All right, now I can put this here, this conduit. I'm going to do it with the bonus. The bonus is something cool. When you use this tag, gain a number of credits equals the production value of the conduit you just build multiplied by 2. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And it's going to go there. And it's going to be all of that, which I don't have, but I can instead build it with these because of Jill McDowell. There we go. I'm also going to, when this comes out here, get a 1 or the other. I have to pick. I will take the concrete mixer. And I will end my turn. Okay. Not doing great. I do not have any energy. I have no energy that I can utilize, that I can make right now. I do not have anywhere to add water upstream, do I? No, those are taken by those player colors, I guess, is what that means. That's me, and that's green. I will just make a little bit of money. I could... No, I don't have 2 workers. Yeah, I do. I could take this bonus. The elevation here lets you trap more water, by the way. I'm gonna just go to the bank and send the rest of my guys, which is 2 to the bank, and that's gonna be it. There we go. Then that water's gonna drop on down. There you go. How did I do? Did I do amazing? No? Okay. I made some energy that time. Didn't lose any points, at least, it looks like. I did all right. I did okay that turn. I don't like that I'm third, because that guy's going to consume all my water up. All this water's going to go away. Don't you touch my water, fool. I'll take that. Don't you do it. I hate you. What a butt. Okay. A lot of concrete mixers. How do I do this? Build any kind. When you use this, score 3 points for each advanced tech you own. That's slick. Build an elevation, score 3 for each dam, which has at least 1 elevation. No, I'm not really doing that. Alright, so how do I do it? I could advance this once. That's going to get me some good excavators there. Maybe I'll do that. Let's start there. That'll give me 4 excavators, and it gets me that thing back. There we go. Things are clicking now. See? Things are making sense. Okay. See, this is what confuses me. Is this area right here, is anything connected to that? I'm not seeing any of these conduits up here. Huh. Maybe it's both the conduit areas and the power plant areas? Like, you have to be in here in these 3 to consume that water there and obviously connect it to something else? Is that what I'm missing? Is that the part I don't quite understand yet? I mean, if so, I can make that happen. You can build that red conduit in the mountains. this red conduit in the mountains. I think that's what you're saying. And then it connects to this. Yeah, but I can't afford that red conduit in the mountains. I'm assuming that's what you meant by the red conduit, which is not a bad idea. There's water right there. I could rock and roll with that. I just can't quite afford that. How do I do that? And then Mikhail says, the green one looks connected via the gray thingy. I need some juice right here. And I need... Yeah, that would be that's a good play if I do this right here. Ooh, that's a good play. How does one do that? Why is this 5 concrete mixers and this one's 3? Oh, because this is a cheaper line. Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to confirm that. And I'm going to take some goodies. I need them. Oh, this guy's in the money now. All right, so what's her deal here? You can build your conduits using concrete mixers instead of excavators. It's normally 10 excavators. Okay, well, let's do that then. Hopefully nobody takes my water by the time I'm ready for it. Mm-hmm. All right, that's me. I'm going to go ahead and build that. I'm going to do it with that one, which is my only option. 10 machinery. I will confirm that. Boom. And then when that's done, I'll get those 10 machinery back. Okay. Okay, so it's basically like when you build something, it's not that you spend the machinery in the excavators. It's that those things are kind of busy. It doesn't really make sense because you have it available already, but they're like out of commission for a while they're being cleaned, maybe. Maybe that's it. Okay, I should be able to make some energy now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is taken. This is taken. I'll do this one. And I'll do it right there, obviously. So it's 1 water times 5 because the conduit is red. And then I get a bonus of nothing and nothing. Okay, I will do this. Choose that contract. I will confirm that. And I will get some goodies. Oh, and the water. Hold on, I hadn't put this together. I'm not consuming that water. That water just keeps on moving down. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Okie doke. There's more water here because it flowed down, I guess. So I could technically do this again at -1 this time. But I have the workers. Or I could spend a single worker and have it be a -2. No, that's fine. Oh, no, wait. I should try to get a... What's my total going to be? 4? I should try to get a contract first. Yes. There we go. Now I can do some combos. Successful Geek says, this UI makes Barrage seem even more complex than I first thought. And I don't know if it... Yeah, I've never seen the base game, like the physical game, and I haven't played the physical game. I'm like taking... I went through every tutorial, which were pretty good. And a chunk of one game, and now basically almost a full other game, to start to kind of grasp it. There's a few things that keep happening, and I go, oh, that's what that means. So it's just... It's also incredibly tight, this game. It does not play around. All right, here we go. 3 workers, making energy, completing that, confirming that. That water goes down, but then it stops down there. Which I was not expecting that. Makes sense, but... And then I choose somewhere on the map where I want to build. So what happens if I put it there? I'm so confused. If I construct there... Will that... I'll confirm that. Does that mean that the water gets trapped up here, above it? But there's no conduit there. Can I do the equation backwards? Like, can I go from this thing up to a conduit? I'm confounded. All right, here we go. Give me that juice. Give me the juice. Oh, I have no workers left. Otherwise, I could trigger that. Ooh, and I could trigger that. Now is when I'm ready. Now I'm ready to start doing things. All right, let me see. So I got 9 here, 12, 13. That's terrible. That seems like 12 points minus 12 is nothing. Oy. All right, I will be first player. I guess that's good. Actually, we all kind of did horribly. Oh, no, never mind. This player has 46 points. This one has 45, and I have 10. So, no. We're not the same. I'll take that. I don't know. They seem harder to come by. Let's make the juice. I'm gonna do this one. I believe that's the better one. Unfortunately, I cannot wait and fulfill a contract because the water will be gone by then. All right, sweet. I do like the sort of like little electrical vibe going on, you know? That's pretty cute. All right, so out of curiosity, if I was gonna make energy right now, it would be here, or there, which has no water, or there, which has no water right now. So not here. So I do not understand what benefit is it to me to trap the water here above that dam, but there's nothing there. That one, I don't get that. In any case, I'll be able to do this one right here, which is going to be times 4. So I'll be getting 3 points maybe, not a lot. So I'll gain one of these, and I'll do that one. And no. I'm going to do this and get 2 contracts. I want that one and that one. There we go. Now I'm cooking. By the way, if you guys play this game in person, IRL, as the kids say, I am curious if you find it to be as tight economically, as sort of unforgiving almost, as I'm finding it to be playing in the app. I am curious if that has been your experience. Okay. 3 workers right there. That contract, because I'm making 4. It's the best I can do. I will confirm that. Okay, so E-Man R is saying, I think trapping the water in those lakes without conduits is a defensive play to reduce the amount of energy opponents are making. Yes, okay, I guess I can see that now. Very interesting. I will take those 2. That's such a bizarre thing to do. It's just literally to hurt somebody by trapping the water upstream of them. So bizarre. Okay. Uh-huh. I have nothing right now. I'm going to advance this. And I will get that. Very nice. I am done. Let's see. I've played it many times in person, and it is very tight, says Josh. And then Emanar says, played in person, and yeah, it's really tight. I agree with the previous comment that this UI makes it look way more complex. All right. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game. I think it's an interesting game. It's sort of an old school design a little bit. This idea of like water flows down. You can be a jerk and block people off. You have to get all these pieces sort of built up to make energy. There's something kind of old school about this, like early worker placement. I know the game's not that old, but it has this sort of early worker placement vibe to it. Sort of no nonsense design a little bit, but I'm enjoying that. But just like many of those old games, that no nonsense mentality comes with a, well, if you're just not good enough, then you're just not good enough. You should keep playing, and maybe you'll get adequate. So that's definitely, I'm approaching the adequate stage, maybe. I'm not quite there yet. Uh-huh. Let's see. I've got this. I want some water right there. I am going to, if I push water down, it just gets trapped there. Well, that's not bad. Yeah. Confirm that. That's good for me. There's a lot of building and building bonuses going on here that I'm also not engaging with. That's done. That's done. I'm losing one, unfortunately. Oh, if I build this, I will get a +1. And that is... one of these. Tech. Tech. I don't want that there. There's a lot of water being trapped there, so I'm going to build right here. I'll confirm that, and then I get a -1, I think, because this is going to get pushed up. There we go. So now I get a -1 on stuff. Now when I produce energy, I get a +1, which means when I consume this one up here, I think... Oh, I only have one worker left. I'm not going to be able to do that. You guys suck. One worker left. I will do this. Make one new excavator. There we go. So in the beginning, those lower power spots can generate lots of cheap energy. Eventually, you want to buy those upper power ones because they will rarely get blocked. As things flow down, of course, you kind of like move up the river and take the water before other people do. It does flow down, though, afterwards, but yeah. All right, so I'm in the middle this time. I'm doing horribly. Yes, I'm at 12 points. It is very funny to me, the difference in the points. It's unbelievable. Endgame scoring, here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Let's go. It's only 4 times my score. That's not bad. I think it's safe to say I have a lot to learn. See statistics. Okay. So my initial score, that's what we started with. You can change that? Why would... Okay. Round end positioning. I got points for... Oh, that's not me. Bonuses. Unlocked income's really good. What did I actually do? Like, that was good for me. Anything? I've fulfilled contracts that gave me points. And I got some end game stuff. I had leftover resources. I did the best in that. Yeah. I do like seeing the statistics. This is super well done. There we go. Oh. This happened last time, too. I just click go offline and I'm fine. Oh, and never mind. It kicks me out. Okay. Well, there you go. It doesn't really matter anyway. That's going to do it, folks. It's 2:55. It's time for me to get out of here. Whooped. Let me see. Can I go in here and grow this? Wee! I said! And then I had this little thing over here, which I can hide. All right, there we go. All right, that's going to do it, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in and checking out Barrage with me. I think it is in beta right now on Steam. That's how I was playing. And before I let you go, however, I do want to talk about Dice Tower East. Dice Tower East is coming up very quickly. And you want to get those tickets. You want to get those tickets now, because if you wait, you got to buy them at the door and they're going to be more expensive. If you're coming anyway, if you want to have a fantastic time with an incredible library of games and with a tremendous available pool of gamers to play with, you want to come to one of the friendliest conventions you can possibly go to. If you know you're coming anyway, get the ticket now. Why wait? Buy it at the door and spend more money. So make sure you check that out, as Mike Heller just put the link there, dicetowereast.com. Dicetowereast.com. Check it out. I want to see you there. Come up to me and said, hey, I saw you play Barrage on Steam. You kind of sucked at it. You want to try the real thing? And I might say yes. You don't know. Stranger things have happened, people. All right, I'm going to get out of here, folks. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Make sure you stick around for the rest of the week as well, of course, because we got lots of other stuff coming at you. But for now, I'm Z Garcia, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. And you can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.